It's often assumed that a single type of family is the dominant one in any particular era, yet diverse family classifications and structures due to different ethnic and cultural groups are often deemed important in understanding a more broader concept of the family. Therefore, considering the family norms among the Aboriginal culture and exploring how it has been modified through contact with Western culture will assist with the analysis of contemporary Indigenous family life.
Aboriginal culture family is not just your mum, your dad, it's really extended. So in my household, my auntie and my uncle and all my cousins play a big role in our family. And yeah.
Indigenous communities have strong family values. Educating and disciplining children are not just the concern and responsibility of the biological parents, but the entire community. In this way, Indigenous families have overlapping, complex, and extensive kinship networks, with both adults and children commonly moving between different households. These extended family relationships are the core of Indigenous kinship systems that are central to the way culture is passed on and family life is sustained and organised. The main differences between Indigenous family life and Western family life was the notion of polygamy, the influence of the extended family, and the organisation and control of marriage by a wider kin group. Traditional Aboriginal family life saw family as central to a society or group. However, it is valuable to consider that many Aboriginal beliefs and traditions have changed dramatically by contact with British colonisation, social institutions, and the conventional Western constructs of the nuclear family. Indigenous families were also fractured by successive government policies and state intervention, which removed people from their land. The issue of the stolen generations meant that many Indigenous people were separated from family networks, leading to the elimination and disintegration of traditional Aboriginal family structure.
Aboriginal extended families play an important role, especially if you're raising children or ancestors' kids. As a mother and father, it is valuable to them.
Yet the Indigenous family, although conforming to many conventional notions of the nuclear Western family, still managed to retain in contemporary society traditional family structures and extended kin networks. The characteristics of Indigenous households differ from the majority of Australian households. They tend to be larger, non-nuclear, and more fluid in composition. Indigenous households constitute greater numbers of one-parent families. They are more likely to live in multi-family households. They are less likely to live alone. They are more likely to be renting for public or community housing authorities. And Indigenous households are more likely to be larger.